But now I'm thankful for moments when the only thing left to do is to let go and surrender to God's ways, even if it's hard, even if it means leaving everything behind.
If you've subscribed from our tiny house in the valley vlogs, you might have noticed we're not in that house anymore. To tell this story better, let's start from the beginning. When my husband and I just got married, with the little money we had, we started building our own tiny house. It took us 2 years to finally furnish it and move in as a family.
Ang floor ng banyo para mag-give space dito sa loft. So, very simple, very humble.
However, after 4 months, my baby and I had to fly to my hometown to spend time with my grandfather, who was then critically ill, while my husband stayed behind for ministry commitments.
After a month, January 2024 came, my grandfather passed away, and that was a major turning point, not only for our decision making, but for me as a person. To give you an idea of how far our valley home is from my hometown, we have to travel by land for 3 hours, ride a plane for 45 minutes, and then another plane ride for 1.5 hours, and finally an hour of land trip. March came and we celebrated our boy's second birthday. So my husband came back supposedly to fetch us so that we could go back together to our home in the valley. But on seeing the situation, he felt that we needed to relocate. I think my boy's awake already. Come here, baby! So yeah, we decided to relocate in the meantime. In the meantime, meaning we don't know how long. Come here! Obviously, I'm happy to be close to my mom, but I honestly never wanted to relocate, especially that we've not only built a house in the valley, but we've built a life there. We've started our small businesses there, enjoy the ministry, and love our church family there. But it was just time to move, at least for the season. Although I couldn't fully grasp it at the moment, but now I'm thankful for moments when the only left the only thing left to do is to let go and surrender to God's ways, even if it's hard, even if it means leaving everything behind. I remember I ended one of my tiny house vlogs with Matthew 6 about not storing up treasures on earth where moth and rust and worm destroy, where thieves break and steal, but store for yourselves treasures in heaven, which reminded me not to be attached to material possession, just like our tiny house, which could hinder us from heeding to God's call and leading, especially for such a time as this. My in-laws are kind enough to check the house from time to time, and we hope that it would be a blessing to them also. I don't know when we'll go back. Right now, we're serving at a house church, and it's just so refreshing to go back to the simplicity of faith and fellowship. God's also reminding us that our first ministry is our family. We need to prioritize spending time with our boy. We only have a very limited window of time, of influence before this boy goes on his own journey. And we're reminded to prioritize discipling one another and growing and nurturing and raising our family. After all, the heart of homemaking is not in a physical structure such as a house, but the heart of it really is making a home where God has placed us. It's togetherness.